Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. I'm good. 331.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Here we go. Go.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Devon Achane,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 8-4 now in the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
When you look at this Jets defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On the tackle is Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
On the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. All right.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at 7.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ain't with my type activity, so don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They set up the screen, and Achane has it.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Tua.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I mean, it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man and he hits it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. Team.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, get safe. Out.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's to the field. He can't hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard. Line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Cade York on for the extra point.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Good. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Two are going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Go. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
York able to send this one through.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Give up the middle to right. Taken down at the 42. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 9.
Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, tonight. Go.
Here's Fields. And he'll find Hall.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jets have recovered.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here we go. Right.
One play action. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they did a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, son. 5:51. Out, let's go. Go.
Here's Fields.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Check a lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Don't jump. Right.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 27, Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Ready. Out.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll drop the throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man. It's Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Cade York on for the field goal.
York able to send this one through.
And the Dolphins will add onto their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 84 yards.
And the Jets are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Jets 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Will try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now we've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go right back to right. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now it's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields.
And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the gun, Fields. Pass complete to Taylor.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Arian Smith, 53 yards. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the
4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Jets 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
They'll go again here with Wright.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On the give, this is Wright.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. All right.
All eyes on Fields.
Staying on his feet.
Now Fields going to run.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, blue 58, blue 58. Not. Hey, can. Yep. Right.
Here's Fields.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
All right, come on.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense.